Welcome to Lakers Highlights Today channel. Before the news, I ask you to leave your like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now let's get to the Lakers news. Hey there, Lakers fans. As the trade deadline approached, one popular name that frequently surfaced for the Los Angeles Lakers was Atlanta Hawks point guard, DeJounte Murray. He brings a skill set different from starting point guard D'Angelo Russell and could likely be a better fit alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis. As the deadline loomed, there was significant pressure for a trade between LA and Atlanta. However, it seemed that Austin Reaves became a desired target for the Hawks, which became the sticking point for this deal, and general manager Rob Pelinka expressed reluctance to include the third-year point guard. To reach a common ground, a third team could enter the negotiations to bridge the gap. A rebuilding team, the Brooklyn Nets, emerged as a potential destination for Russell since the Hawks had no use for him. According to Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report, these three teams came close to a deal but ultimately couldn't reach a final agreement. Multiple sources say that before trading for Dennis Schroeder, the Brooklyn Nets were in talks with the Lakers about Russell, with LA receiving DeJounte Murray from the Atlanta Hawks. This deal died between the Lakers and the Hawks, but the Nets still need a starting caliber point guard. As the trade deadline approached, a name that has been heavily linked to the Los Angeles Lakers is Atlanta Hawks point guard, DeJounte Murray. What do you think of him? He brings a different skill set from our starting point guard, D'Angelo Russell. Could he be a better fit alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis? When the trade deadline was nearing, the pressure for a trade between LA and Atlanta was immense. But then came a complication. It seemed the Hawks had their eyes on Austin Reaves. Do you think he was worth the trade? General manager Rob Pelinka was quite reluctant to include our third-year point guard in the deal. What would you have done differently? To seal the deal, there was a possibility of involving a third team in the negotiations. Just imagine the Brooklyn Nets, who are in rebuilding mode, could be that third team. They could be Russell's destination since the Hawks weren't interested in him. However, this three-team deal between the Lakers, Hawks, and Nets almost happened but ultimately fell through. Sources say that before finalizing the deal for Dennis Schroeder, the Brooklyn Nets were in talks with the Lakers about a possible trade for Russell. The idea was for LA to receive DeJounte Murray from the Atlanta Hawks. Imagine how that would have been. Unfortunately, this negotiation between the Lakers and the Hawks didn't materialize. And now, the Nets are still in search of a quality starting point guard. The Atlanta Hawks now have the first overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft and may decide to enter a rebuilding phase. Will Pelinka try to reignite the negotiations that started in February? What do you think? We know some changes are needed in the roster if we want to compete next season, and DeJounte Murray could be a key piece. But there's a complication. Russell has a player option and could leave for free. Moreover, the Hawks don't seem very interested in him, especially if Trae Young stays on the team. What if the Brooklyn Nets get involved again to acquire Russell? Could be an interesting solution. What do you think of this possibility? It seems the only team that might be interested in him is the Magic. Entering free agency, Russell doesn't have many possible destinations, especially if he wants a good contract. Most teams with salary cap space are either tanking or in the early stages of rebuilding to win consistently. So, is the Magic a good option for him? Guys, two teams eyeing a point guard are the Orlando Magic and the San Antonio Spurs, as both want someone to complement their young talents. But here's a rumor. They say the San Antonio Spurs aren't very interested in Russell. So, folks, what do you think of all this? Would it be a good trade to bring DeJounte Murray to the Lakers? Do you think it's worth including Austin Reaves in the deal? And what about Russell? Does he have a future with the Magic or the Nets? Let's discuss. Share your opinions. Until next time, Lakers Nation.